seen you before.
I've really been missing David. I've been thinking about him a lot. It's really hard. He doesn't realise that when he leaves, I'm left here with the memory of something that we've created together, whereas he just gets to move on and go on some sort of holiday, I feel.
So David has been away for quite some time now, and I feel really sad about it, and I feel sad for Michael and the relationship, and the whole original House of Wax isn't the same. However, I really respect that David needs his time and space, and we can only just be there. I can only just be there for both of them and see what happens and support both of them in whatever decisions they want to make going forward.
I've tried my hardest to reach out to David, however, he hasn't returned any of my calls. Every time he's left, I've always been the one that has to, come running back. I've brought him flowers in the past. I assume he's staying at his mum's, or he could be living it up.
My name is Marina Di Lorenzo. I work at a Holden dealership. I'm here to get my eyebrows waxed because they need to be shaped. I've known David and Michael for a little over a year. I found out about them through a friend. She just got her eyebrows waxed and they were just totally amazing. And I was like, I need to get my eyebrows done there. And so she brought me here. They are just always on top of it. If I need something to change, it's, yep, no worries, we can do that for you. It's just perfect. Always full customer service. I was going to and I had known a lot of just independent people, and then, I don't know, my friend was just like, oh, I don't know, she just brought me here because I needed to.
Marina, come through. How are you, lovely?
Good,
That's good.
You?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Brows today?
Just brows, yeah.
How are they growing? Good?
Very good.
Very good, good.
Marina's very young and has a very vibrant energy about her. So a bit crazy, just a bit of a clean up for you today.
Yes, please.
So what's on for tonight, lovely?
Not much. I might go see some of my friends if they're free.
Your shape's really nice, honey. It's holding, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's always got great stories to tell. I've known Marina for some time now, and I also wax her mother. Marina and I had a bit of an inappropriate conversation, considering it's a wax ring.
Why not?
Yeah, you're single and you're ready to mingle. You got one each. We've got one for the other. We got one for the... And David's getting thrown in the fucking bin. Okay? Honestly. Control yourself when boys are around. I fucking can't stand that. You know what I mean? I don't know how people feel about, their guys checking out people in public. How are you? If you catch a man looking at someone's ass, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna backhand him. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay?
Yeah.
What would you do, honey? Would you just be like, oh yeah, he's a boy?
Well, if my guy was looking at another boy, I'd be questioning that a bit. But if checking out another girl,
Yes.
actually it kind of depends on the guy at the time, I reckon. Because I've had a couple boyfriends in the past, and with each situation, it's always different. With the first one, I would have same with you, backhanded. With the second one, I think I was more just free. So I was like, oh yeah, check out her ass too.
Why was that though, lovely? What was the difference between the first and the second?
I don't know. I think the first was more, I was younger. I was like, oh, it's just all about me. And then I think I just more relaxed with the next one. And yeah, he definitely wasn't the right guy for me. Oh, horrible.
Was the second one older?
Yeah, well, they were both older.
Okay, older.
But like, I was more mature.
Okay, so you were able to just
Go with
accept
it. Just, go with it. Yeah.
Okay, but let's get really taboo here for a second and inappropriate.
Okay.
What about when your partners ask you to watch videos with them?
Actually, it has never happened to me before, so I would have no idea.
How would you react to that?
Well, I guess it depends on what video as well. Because like, if I'm into that, then I'd be like, yeah, alright. Like, you know,
Okay.
that's alright. But if it's something like completely weird, I'd be like,
Oh, it would freak you out. It's true, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
What about you?
Oh my god, I'm just crazy. David says it all the time. Like, I'm like, you know, you should just be with the person because I'm that. I swear to God. 'Cause I think I'm that conservative in that regard.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love your ring, honey. Is that Murano? Yeah. Oh, you're so good. That's beautiful.
Sit up for me, lovely. Have a look at these beautiful brows.
Oh, much better. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, lovely.
Oh, I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling alive. Oh, just much better. Feeling human again.
I knew that you wanted it by the way you were looking. I knew you would be here, and the reason is me. The way you touch me when you walk by, my heart stopped beating.
For Violetta, we're going to do her cheeks and a little bit of filler for the jawline and lower face area. Violetta's been a client of mine in the past, and we've treated a few different areas with dermal fillers and anti-wrinkle injections. So we've got Violetta coming in, and we're most likely going to do her cheeks. However, I might have a chat to her about doing a little bit in her jawline and chin, just to help balance out the facial thirds a bit more, because I don't think she's had the lower face done. So we may do that, or we may just stick to cheeks, but we'll see. Yeah.
So my name is Violetta Kidanovska and I am a beauty therapist. I work in a skin and laser clinic. Okay, so I've had injections in the lips, the cheeks, nasal labial lines, and had Botox in my forehead and crow's feet as well in the past. I think that's about it. Today I believe I'm having some more cheek filler done, and Lisa mentioned something about the jaw lines, balancing out that area of my face. I hope to not get a lot of bruising or bleeding and be able to resume back to my normal activities as soon as possible. I'm feeling really good about my treatment. I can't wait to have some more volume in my cheeks and take some years off my face, hopefully. After this, I'm going to be having some lunch with a girlfriend. Lazy afternoon, lazy day.
Today we're going to do some dermal fillers for your cheeks, and potentially you might as we chatted about, might do some in the lower face, jaw, chin area just to balance out the facial curves. Give a little bit of elongation and definition to the jawline, which will balance everything out really nicely. So you've had the dermal fillers before, but I'll just have a brief chat to you about what it is, how it works, all that kind of thing. So dermal fillers are made up of the hyaluronic acid. It's a sugar molecule. The hyaluronic acid is made up into gels, soft gel, medium gel, firmer gels, and that will depend on how long it will last, the effects it will have, and what the results will be like.
Any other questions? Anything you want to ask me?
No other questions. No.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay,
I'll
thanks.
pass Lisa on to you. Thank you.
Okay, so when injecting, we generally have two ways of doing it. One is with the needle. This way we use really fine needles, and it gives a lovely lift to the areas, especially when we're going deeper into the tissue. We also have another way, which is to use the cannula, which is becoming more and more popular. There's a lot of research to show that it can be a safer method of injecting because we've got a blunt device here and it's lovely and flexible. So what happens is we make a little insertion point into the tissue where we want to inject, and then we can push this through, and it can have a lower risk of bruising and swelling and trauma for the client. And it really gives a lovely smooth effect to the area that we're treating as well. I personally like to use a combination of both needle and cannula. With using either or device, I feel like there is equal risk in what we're doing. Either way, we need to be really, really careful and just observe and focus on what we're doing. But they're both great ways to be injecting.
So gentle.
How's your pain, Violetta?
No pain apart from that initial insertion of the needle. No other pain. Did you say exercise too soon breaks down the filler? Okay. Can't even do squats? No. Say no.
Say no.
Lisa, you are the best. The it girl. You really are. Wow, so fresh and looking a lot more like
And
that
the
side, which was
jaw?
less deflated.
Jaw, can you see? There's probably not a lot there because we didn't do a lot, but just a little bit of definition.
Through there,
Yeah.
it's a lot smoother. I don't have that deep loss of volume there. Treatment was very good. Minimal pain, very quick. I don't see any blood on my face, so I'm very happy with the treatment. And I feel normal. I don't feel lightheaded or you don't feel any pain anywhere. Definitely. I'm just going to save a few more pennies and definitely do it again. I will. Lisa mentioned something about potentially needing a little bit more in the lower part of my face, and I think at my age that sounds like a good direction to be going into, so I'll definitely get a little bit more done. I'm going to enjoy lunch with a girlfriend. I would like to say thank you to Lisa for doing an amazing job. Thank you to the original House of Wax for having me, looking after me and making me feel comfortable and at home. And I will definitely come back here again and have this treatment done and more.
About doing some more treatment for the lower face to really balance out her facial furs and give some lovely definition and contour. I think Violetta was quite comfortable throughout the treatment. There is a little bit of discomfort throughout, but overall I think she was really comfortable. I really hope Violetta will be back, and I think she will be.
It's been really busy managing the store without David. Lisa and I have had to sort of take the brunt of it here. It's really hard at night going to bed by yourself and being,
The House of Wax has certainly been different. I think for me, coming into the original House of Wax, the original House of Wax is Michael and David. So having half of the House of Wax gone, it's very different. And I can tell obviously Michael is not himself either. It is, it has a little bit of a sad vibe without the whole team together.
It's really hard going to bed by yourself and living behind the store and having to do everything that you're used to doing together alone. But I've tried my hardest to keep going.
I will reach out to David and I'll put it out there that I'm here for him, and I'll leave it up to him, because at the end of the day, people deal with things differently, and like I said earlier, I've been through that stage where you want to be by yourself and you need to process on your own, and that's totally fine. However, I want him to know that I am there when he's ready, if and when that might be. And I'm not here to judge or anything, just here as a friend and shoulder to cry on, here to listen. So yeah, I think I'll definitely do that.
Lisa and I have worked out a little disagreement. I now understand that it was because David was purchasing me a ring. I know that it wasn't the right thing to do to react that way and to throw wine in his face, but after what he called me, fucking I'm just sick to death of being called all these types of names by him. He does it all the time, and I think that when you're in a relationship, you should respect the other person and try not to name call.
So I had to sit down with Michael this afternoon, and I told him that, the way he spoke to me earlier was not very nice and made me feel really upset. And he apologised, and he told me, it was nothing personal, he's just really frustrated and he doesn't know what's going on, but things are changing and he feels a bit insecure and worried, and, it's understandable. We do things and say things we don't mean in the heat of the moment, and, it's all good. We're back to normal.
I apologise to Lisa. She's a really forgiving sweetheart, so I know that we wouldn't have an issue. She really values our friendship and so do I. So I think that we're going to continue to work hard together and try to make the store as successful as possible with or without David.